Greetings, guys. M.V.K here. How's everybody doing out there? Big news. Pretty much, you all probably been hearing about Marvel Now. I guess you could say this is Wave 2 because there was a Marvel Now before, but this is Marvel Now. This is the second wave of Marvel Now. This is what's going to be post Civil War 2. And I'm here to give my thoughts on the preview of the titles and things like that, and tell you guys what's going to stay on my poll and what's going on my poll for Midtown Comics, my store. Yeah, so let's get right into this, guys. And I got the list right here. And I'm gonna just go down the list, and I'm not gonna show any images. Just give you a little bit of what I saw, some of the previews. But it starts off with Amazing Spider-Man. Renew Your Vows, #1. Okay, um, Marvel, are you seriously doing what most of us fans want you to finally do? Are you really gonna bring the marriage back? Is this what this is going at? Because if that's the case, I'm down for it. I think it's time, Marvel, you stop feeling like Peter needs to be this eligible bachelor. Taking away his marriage was not the smart thing to do. Having him be married gave him new character, gave him stability. It showed us progress that even he can get married, as he's supposed to be the most relatable superhero. We can relate to him as being married and dealing his job and everything like that. So if this is what this is going, I'm down for it. Next up, of course, is they're relaunching. Yeah, they're relaunching Avengers. What volume are we going to be on now? What is this? Volume 8 of Avengers now. Uh, it'll be on my poll. I haven't stopped reading Avengers yet. But I saw the lineup of that relaunch, and my man Hercules is back with the Avengers. I was like, is that Herc on the team? I'm down. So I'm glad to see they're not forgetting about Hercules. They're keeping him on the team. They made him an Avenger again. Good. And then, of course, Avengers 1.1. I'm thinking these are like old stories of the founding members. Original Cap, original Thor, Iron Man, or Wasp, all them. Like, I guess old stories of them. I may check it out. Black Panther will stay on my list, of course. Black Widow, of course. Bullseye, #1. So the man who never misses is getting his own series. Probably one of the most recognizable, probably the second most recognizable Daredevil villain is getting his own series. I'm not too quite sure about that, guys. I like Bullseye as a character, as a villain, but I don't always think sometimes a villain should be carrying his own book. It's like, what more can you do? I mean, there was a Bullseye mini that was really good. It gave us his origin and everything like that, but where are they going to take this? Okay. Let's see what else we have. We have, of course, Cage, #1. That's the Jendi Tarkovsky miniseries that was supposed to come out in '07, but Marvel forgot about it. This is the same guy who created Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, Symbiotic Titan. He's making a miniseries of Luke Cage, but in his own, in the same art style as he does his animated series and stuff. I'm down with that, and it takes place in the '70s. So we're gonna see Luke in that god awful yellow blue with the tiara. Yeah, we're gonna see him in that. That's funny. The both Captain Americas, Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers, will still be on my poll. Captain Marvel is getting relaunched. I don't understand why they need to relaunch these titles, some of these titles, especially if they're just continuing. The Champions, that's the new Mark Waid story. That's the new Mark Waid title that's going to have some of the younger heroes. It's Mark Waid, guys. You know me. Come on. Um, then we have the Clone Conspiracy #1. I don't know what this is, but I swear to the great spirits above, if this is what I think it is, I want no part of another Clone Saga. No Clone Saga whatsoever. Daredevil, of course, Daredevil is going to stay on the pull. Deadpool, I don't read Deadpool. His solo, I don't read that. Deadpool, The Mercs for Money, I don't read that. Uh, Death of X #1. This is the story which is going to have Jeff Lemire and Aaron's, I believe, are doing the co-writing this. This is that event, that X event, that is going to explain what the hell happened with the beginning of this war with the mutants and the Inhumans. What the hell happened, especially to Dick Summers, Cyclops, older Cyclops. What happened to him? What happened to Emma, the bitch? Yeah, you know, what happened to them? So we're gonna see this. It's supposed to be like a prequel. It's mainly told. The story's mainly told as a prequel. So it's gonna be interesting to see what that is. Uh, Doctor Strange and Doctor Strange Sorcerer's Supreme #1. I'm interested in this because I'm trying to figure out, because what I read from Doctor Strange number 12, Dormammu's coming back, and oh boy. But the Doctor Strange Sorcerer's Supreme, I'm wondering what that is. I'm feeling that it has something to do with what's going down in the story arc now. Last Days of Magic or so. Uh, Fool Killer #1. No, sorry, not even gonna take a look at that. Gamora #1, most dangerous, deadliest woman in the galaxy, finally gets her own series. Of course, I will be reading that. I love me some Gamora. Yes. Great Lake Avengers. I wasn't a fan of them when they first came out, so I'm not gonna read it now, even though it does have Squirrel Girl, and I like Doreen Green, but Flat Man and Big Bertha and all of them, Mr. Immortal, all of them, no thank you. Guardians of the Galaxy, of course, that will stay. Hawkeye #1. Hawkeye gets relaunched again. Now, if this is just Katie Bishop taking over the role, taking over the title as her own, I'm down. It's about time Katie does have her own, put the spotlight just on her. You know, we know who Clint is. We know that. Let's put it on just Katie. I'm cool with that. So yeah, that will be going on the poll. Totally Awesome Hulk. I'll still continue to read that. The infamous Iron Man #1. This is this Iron Man that Bendis and Malieve are going to be doing, and it's got Doctor Doom taking over as Iron Man. I said I'm going to check this out. You guys know how I am with Doom. I'll see where this goes, and I believe he's on the Avengers as well. The Doctor Doom. I'm like, whoa! I think I saw him. And then you got Invincible Iron Man #1. I don't know why they relaunched this. This should be now up to what, 600 or something now. If I'm keeping the original numbering, it should be up to number 600 or something. Yeah, that's 600. Yeah. But this is going to be Riri Williams taking over the role. Yeah, I'm definitely interested, especially what they showed. Stark Industries is going flat down. There's an image a friend of mine showed me on Twitter, and he showed it me, and I was like, whoa, okay, whoa, Tony's hitting rock bottom. All right. Iron Fist plural, not Iron Fist. Iron Fist #1. Okay, this has me intrigued. I'm a big Iron Fist fan. So are they trying to say they're going to be 2 Iron Fists in the movie? Because that's not possible. That can't work, because it's already been shown if one Iron Fist is in the same world as another, when you tap to the iron power of the Iron Fist, the other one's power gets drained. So I'm wondering if this is past stories of past Iron Fists. If that's the case, I'm still down for it. Uh, Jessica Jones, number one, of course, yes. If this says, I believe Bendis is writing this to the same creative team that gave us Jessica Jones, Alias and everything like that. I'm down for it. Jessica has bided her time. I think her stock has risen thanks to uh, Kristen Ritter and the Netflix show that really kind of maybe sparked people's interest more into Jessica Jones. And I think Jessica, it's time she stopped sitting on the sideline. I know she's taking care of baby Danielle, but she could still do her thing and still be a mom. So yeah, cool. Mighty Kingpin number one. All right, this is another one. Wilson Fisk is getting his own series. I'm not sure about this, guys. I just don't know how much. What can you really tell with Wilson Fisk? A whole story centered around him, and keep it interesting. Where it's just maybe, is it all just about him, his daily occupations as being the kingpin of crime and everything like that? It's still gonna get kind of, you know. Mighty Thor number 15. There's I saw an image. They're saying there's an Asgard Shi'ar war coming. So Asgard is about to go to war with the Shi'ar Empire. I'm like, all right, where's this going? Let's do it. So that will stay on my poll. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur number 30. I've been loving Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. I think it's just a fun, cute book. It's not supposed to be taken too seriously. Amy Reeder does a good job with it. I'm down. I'm still gonna keep it. Moon Knight number 10. Even though that book gets fucking twisted and weird, I'm still on board. Mosaic number 1. I'm willing to give this a chance because I want to know more about this guy. We only got a glimpse of him in the last Uncanny Inhumans. We know he was a former basketball player, and before he became, his Inhuman powers came about. But I really want to know more because I'm still Axel Alfonso can go on and keep saying no, he's not Dead Man, but he has some bits of Dead Man with him. So I'm like, okay, but still, I'm interested in reading more of him. Ms. Marvel number 12. Nova number 1. Now, I'm not sure if they're relaunching Nova because there's an image that I saw with a certain somebody's helmet. The real, not the black Nova Corp, but the real Nova Corp helmet. And if they're telling me that they're bringing back my Nova, Richard Rider, the real Nova Prime, I'm down. That's my Nova. I have come to like Sam Alexander, but he's not the Nova that I want back. I still think Bendis, that was a BS reason of how you tried to explain how come Nova didn't return, but Star-Lord and Drax and Thanos and all of them returned. Okay, Occupy Avengers number 1. This is a title that's gonna star Clint Barton, and I'm maybe, I'm not sure. I mean, I like Clint. Clint is he's always been one of my favorite Avengers. And I apologize for that. Somebody just rang my bell. But I'm interested in seeing maybe where it goes. Maybe I'll check out the first issue. Patsy Walker, aka Hellcat number 11. I saw that Black Felicia Hardy is going to be in this. What's going to be the excuse, Marvel? Now, why is Felicia dealing with Hellcat now? I wanted to read Hellcat, but I just couldn't get past the kind of kitty artwork. And, I did read the episode where Jessica Jones was in, and I thought that was fine, but I'm not really feeling that too much. Then we got Power Man and Iron Fist. Of course, I will continue to support David Walker. I just wish this series had a better artist. That's just personally me. Prowler number 1. Hobie Brown, the Prowler, is getting his own series. Prowler has always been a very solid supporting member, especially in the Spider-Man universe. And he's been a good friend to Spider-Man. And hell, he's helped Spider-Man a couple of times. And we've seen him in, Spider-Man now as like the head of security or something for Parker Industries, or something like that. But Prowler getting his own series, I'm down for. I'll see where it goes. I think Sean Ryan is writing it. I'm not sure. Punisher #7. Um, I want to read it, but I just can't get past what's the name's artwork. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember who's doing the artwork on it. Rocket Raccoon #1. I'm not gonna read that. I'm gonna skip that. Silk 14. I saw that they may be bringing back Maddie Franklin. Maybe back. She was a Spider Woman back in the late 2000s, and I thought she died in Grim Hunt. I thought she was killed off, but it seems like they brought her back. Like we all say, nobody stays dead in comics for long. Not too many people, but if they're bringing her back, okay, it's good to see Maddie back. But I have not picked up a Silk book. She's still growing on me, guys. As a character, I'm fine with her, but I just can't get over the origin and things like that. That blatant BS origin of hers, and it makes no sense. It doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. All right, we got Silver Surfer, #9. That's Dan Slott's book. I haven't picked up a Silver Surfer book in a long time, and I hear that the way he writes Silver Surfer in this is kind of like Doctor Who. And for me, I would be very intrigued with reading him because I am a Whovian, but I just, there's other reasons why. Slapstick #1. Okay, they brought back Slapstick. Uh, that's fine, but I'm happy for it, but no, I won't be with that either. Okay. Solo, the anti-terrorist vigilante is back. And I may give this one a chance. Solo was a character that I saw back in the late 90s in the Spider-Man books, and I just thought he looked like a G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe to me. Like he was like Marvel's answer to G.I. Joe. That's why I looked at it. Then you have Spider-Gwen. So they're still continuing Spider-Gwen. That's fine. That's good to know. And Spider-Man Miles book. Okay. Spider-Man 2099 is still continuing good. Spider-Woman, of course. All those will stay on my pool. Squadron Supreme #13. I saw the I guess the image of it, and it looks like Namor is returning. There's a picture of a Triton underwater, Namor's arm coming out of the water, and I'm like, well, coming out of the sand, and I'm like, okay, is Namor really alive? Yeah, sorry about that. Is Namor alive? So is they bringing back Namor? So, Star-Lord #1. No, thank you. Like I said, I like the Guardians, but I don't think all of them need their own books. And Star-Lord is one, but I don't think all of them need it. Thanos #1. The Mad Titan is getting his own book, and Jeff Lemire's writing it with Mike Deodato great freaking artwork. This is probably one villain book I will be reading, because Thanos, he's the man. He's the guy you don't want to be dealing with, and it's supposed to be his trying to get back to his glory days, So okay. Thunderbolts #7. I'm gonna continue to read Thunderbolts. It looks like Songbird goes back to Thunderbolts. I saw the image and it looks like she's back with the Thunderbolt. I'm like, Why is Melissa got us? She should be on the Avengers, not back. No. Uh, and then we have U.S. Avengers. This is, I guess, the GI Joe themed Avengers book. This actually intrigues me. I want to see where this goes. So yeah, of course, gonna be checking that out. Ultimates 2 number 1, and notice they actually put Ultimates 2 number 1. So this is the next volume in the Ultimates book. I'm down with it because if this is still Al Ewing, this Ultimates is Al Ewing's best book. That's his best book. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. I was done with the first run of Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, and I'm not reading her anymore. The Unbelievable Gwenpool. I don't read that. Uncanny Avengers number 15. I'm gonna continue to read this. It seems that now Cable will be leading the team now. Because I guess now they may found out that Cap is, part of Hydra. So I'm not really sure. They just showed a little bit like they're going rogue. We'll see. Uncanny Inhumans number 15. I saw the fucking cover to that, and that cover was fucking creepy. We see Medusa shaving her head. She's shaving her hair off. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, she's literally shaving her hair. I was like, okay, this is some Sinead O'Connor shit right here. I was like, what the fuck? The Unstoppable Wasp. So Hank Pym's daughter, who is the new Wasp, is getting her own book. I thought her origin, a little bit of her introduction in the Avengers book was really good. I was very intrigued about learning more about her, and knowing what she's probably gonna find out that her father is dead, really, and her father's own creation has literally taken his face and made it his own, is just fucking creepy by Ultron, and just such a dick villain move to do. So I'm very interested in this. This is definitely going to go on my poll. The Unworthy Thor, of freaking course. We got original Thor Odinson coming back on his road to redemption and becoming a hero again. I still don't really like the name Unworthy, but the cover literally shows him about to reach for the 1610 version of Mjolnir, Ultimate Thor's Mjolnir, and I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And last but not least, they have Venom number 1. It seems that Venom is he looks like old Venom, and I'm like, okay, what happened to Flash? What the hell happened to the symbiote? I thought the symbiote had finally found their true direction. The Clintar, that's their real name. I'm kind of intrigued by that. Like, what happened? Now, what they don't show is a lot of the books, current books, like Nighthawk and Nighthawk. There's some other books, but one thing they don't show on there, and what's excluded from that list so far, no X-Men titles. None. What's going on? What's going on? Where's the X-Men titles? Is Marvel really done with the X-Men? Are they really that fat-headed because X-Men still is... Are they pulling the whole thing because X-Men is still not under their control and is still with Fox? If Marvel did that... But first of all, you can't say they can't do that. They can do whatever the hell they want. But it'd be stupid, really stupid, to not be having an X-Men title on the book. I don't care what they think. X-Men, that name alone, X-Men, that sells. People instantly gravitate for it. So, yeah, no all new Wolverine, no old man Logan, no all new X-Men, no uncanny X-Men, no X-Men, period. So what's going on? I'm believing that the reason why we don't see it right now is because they're gonna wait. They're gonna put those books probably on a little hiatus after Death of X, even though it's a prequel event. But I think they're gonna put it on hold. That's my opinion on it. But we do know a lot of some of the books are being canceled. But that's so far all the titles so far that I'm seeing from the preview, and like I said, I think it's cool, very cool indeed. Some of the new stuff really intrigued me. Like I said, the Unstoppable Wasp that really caught me. Iron Fists really caught me. Probably the biggest one that caught me is Amazing Spider-Man: Renew Your Vows, #1. And why I'm saying that is because if that's the case, Marvel, if you're truly going back, if you truly are trying to and really gonna bring back this marriage, and not even that, if this is them not bringing back the marriage, but also bringing back their daughter, where are they going with that? But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is it so far. That's my thoughts on the preview. Marvel Now, the second wave. You guys in the comment section below, you can give your thoughts. There will be a link in the description of where if you want to see the list, I will show you. It'll be right there. But other than that, guys, this is M.V.K. Peace, one love. Stay tuned. Keep it real. I'm out.